Bruce!
Stay tuned for an emergency show. I appreciate penis wrinkle.
Hey, penis.
Travel in the halls.
You're fat and you talk like a moron.
Because I'm going to shoot you, don't see him. Mike Morris.
Gifted membership machine.
I've been. I
can't come.
Fuck, April fucking never comes.
Aaron does not make me come.
That's pretty cool.
My horse. Thou protest by too much. Really, Deuce Paya? You dumb fuck! It was a barbecue restaurant! I love you, Bob.
What I love about penis wrinkle.
Stay tuned for an emergency show. I appreciate penis wrinkle.
Hey, penis.
Bigger, bigger. Make it bigger. Don't make it bluer.
Ow, I'm all wet. I'm all wet.
I'll fuck anyone. Oh, that's a zinger.
No God.
Whap, whap, whap. That's some wet ass pussy. I don't care. Ooh.
Squirt it all over my titty.
The only one allowed in my poop shoot.
There's for about what? Chestnuts.
Ah, the French.
I'm coming, Jesus.
That's rough. Oh, come on. Buenos dias, Juan El Condimenta Amanda. I don't know. Do I have to pay for it? Or yes. Because I'm gonna show you, don't see it. Joseph, vulnerable. Wait, wait, hold on. I never had a desire to go into the middle.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Point Dabblepoint, ladies and gentlemen, a roundtable deep dive into moron. Hosting this week, myself, Shuli, thank you. Joining me this week, an all-star panel, and Zenhauser. Ladies and gentlemen, let me first introduce the one, the only, Karl Hamburger.
What is happening, Shuli? Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thank you. Also joining us, you know him from the BS show and filling in for Mike as often as possible, maybe permanently. Give it up for Anthony Zenhouse.
Oh, believe you. Oh, yeah. Man.
Oh, hey. And
Hey.
of course, you know him, you love him, everybody's favorite potato, the OG of OGs, the one, the only, subreddit surfing's own, Cardiff Electric.
Yay! Woo!
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 Yeah!
Yeah!
Except.
And you know, they say, hey, how does he get better? How does he keep doing it? You know what? He just rolls with it, man. You do frosted tips, he does in the middle of the hair tips. Give it up for black tips, Bobby Levy.
Yeah, baby. All tips matter. Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and hey, happy lawsuit day, one and all. The day has arrived, the deadline. We hit 12 o'clock in multiple time zones. Karl, the world wants to know. The
Wait a
dabbling
minute.
World, what?
Do.
The dabbling world wants to know, have you been served? Have you been contacted? Where are we at?
I have not, and I was checking the same way everyone else was on Twitter and Reddit. I didn't see
Right.
anything, so
Yeah. All
No,
I
I
learned was Shuli's Patreon numbers are down.
That's it.
right.
All everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
But
Damn it.
you know, the fact that he has yet to tweet, has yet to post anything. I guess Vince did his show today and was crying more and more about. It sounds like he just wants to see what evidence you have. That's all this.
I
sounds like
know.
to me.
Yeah, I know. That really is what it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he's upset that multiple people have seen it and he's not one of them. And I guess he thought he was in the loop.
Well, you know what
And,
was funny? I heard that on his show today. Now, Vince was telling all of us when we were in a group thread and we were saying that he was muttering Jay's like, jokes on you guys. I'm not on Twitter. I don't know anything about Twitter. I don't follow Twitter. Nothing to do with that. So then he's playing a clip of me on the Drew and Mike show. And I said on the Drew and okay.
You mean the Tom and Mike show?
I know.
Oh yeah, the Tom and Mike show.
So then on the Drew and Mike show, I explained that, you know, it's crazy how both Muttering Jay and Vince are able to manipulate John in the exact same way. They can treat him like shit, try to ruin his life, and then win him back over, and then he loves you again. And they're both doing the same thing from the same playbook. And Vince goes, well, that is true. That part of it, but that's not proof, but that is true. I'm like, so wait, now you know what Muttering Jay's been up to for the last 3 years? I thought you weren't on Twitter at all.
Well,
so that's odd.
Somehow he's downloaded 20,000 tweets from Muttering Jay,
Right.
all while not being on Twitter. So
That's right. His team is reviewing it all.
Yes, his team.
Yes, I'm causing a lot of damage to Vince the lawyer, the guy who puts
Well-
out a show where he doctors the video and makes it look like I'm talking about Shuli when I'm obviously not. That's the person whose reputation I'm harming. Okay.
Yeah, his reputation's harmed, but he doesn't feel that way when he gets outed for making a sock account by the name of Black African Vagina Lover, which he admitted to today. So I don't know, as an attorney, what might hurt you more, people claiming you're Muttering Jay or the Black African Vagina Lover screen name. That might come back to bite.
Depends on the case.
Exactly. What do I know? You know? Cardiff, your thoughts on the lawsuit? How do you see it going? Are we going to be surprised today?
Well, are we surprised every day? Surely.
That's true.
But first, let me start by saying thank you for not canceling today.
Oh,
As
no
you're
problem. No
known
problem.
to do
Everybody-
as of recent. But no, when he hatched this plan, I think he hatched this plan with Vince, like live on the air. He went through the whole thing and said, "You're going to sue Karl, and Karl's going to sue this." Like, at that moment, he should have realized this is not a plan. This is not a real thing that can be done. This is that that stupid old plot they always try and pull off in heist movies where we're going to just siphon off a fraction of a penny. And it always backfires. Like you should see this coming. But no, he's just this. He's that retarded. He's not going to file anything. He's not going to do anything. I'm waiting for the excuse though. That's what matters. Is the excuse.
Yeah, Log Cabin, any thoughts on what that excuse might be? Who is going to get blamed for it? I mean, it's obviously not going to be his fault. We know that. But do you have any thoughts on what he might blame this on or claim interfered with him filing?
Well, as his new legal advisor, I'm not allowed to really discuss a lot of this at this time. You should be getting served some papers at some point, or somebody will be coming. A black child will be coming to your house to serve you with a dance move. I'm not sure what's going to happen first. His excuse is that he had a change of heart.
No.
I'm not, and because he's done this before. He's gone.
Yes.
You know what?
It's not worth my time.
I feel I'm turning over a new leaf. It's it's time that we all just try to become a better person. You don't think so, Black Tips? No,
You're missing it. The reason why there'll be no lawsuit because he realized that Vince was trying to screw him, and that's what's going to.
Yeah, he's already started that backpedaling thing. I noticed. I didn't watch the whole show yesterday with Stuttering John, but I noticed he's already starting to be like, and now people are saying that Vince is in on this for the discovery aspect of it, and so that I have to reveal my finances. That's fine. I don't care. You don't care if Dabblers Anonymous sees how much money you made off of podcasting the last 3 years? Come on. You definitely care.
Yeah, that is probably his biggest nightmare is them finding that out.
But have you noticed that? He's already lost confidence a little bit in whether Vince is playing him or not. Mm-hmm. He's already starting to, come around on it. Just like when he was getting catfished. And he's like, well, I hope this is a hot chick who wants to fuck me, but in case it's not, I'll pretend I was in on it the whole time. He's doing now the same thing with Vince the lawyer, just like, yeah, and people are saying he's playing me. Maybe he is. So, he wants us to get sued.
Yeah, but
he's hoping that it
happens. His biggest nightmare is seeing what Shuli and Karl make.
Well,
that's his biggest nightmare.
That's true, too, because that would end his whole thing where a failing network and these losers. And yeah, good point.
Well, that's like his obsession with cocks. It's like he wants to know how big your cock is, but he doesn't want it to be bigger than his. It's the same thing.
Good point.
Keep your cocks in your pants, guys, because it's not going to be good for him.
Cardiff rules. John drools. Hi, Shuli. Love you, Bob. Water Melton. Good to see you, pal. Thank you very much. Heard old Stern show when Stuttering John got engaged. Stern was brutal, but correct. Party's over, dude. They got hitched because he didn't use protection. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, well, makes sense.
Another planned
if
out.
You don't have a condom, you got to use strengths. Goddamn threats. Goddamn it, threats.
We know what you said. We know.
Fourth time's the charm. You got this. Taters matter. 1971. Puffy.
Yeah.
Puffy. We love you, pal. Let's all take off our pants and underwear and make this shit all right, Ian, you start.
Yeah.
The Duke's stocks. That's
funny.
Look at that. Thank you. Peter O'Keefe. Stuttering John's liver is so shrunken, black and dead that when you put your ear to it, you can hear it say, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Aww.
That's a different punchline for that setup. I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
Stuttering John on diversified portfolios. One stock goes this way, another goes that way, and T-Bill says, "What do you want from me?" Mensa. Yeah, his explanation.
When he was trying to explain what a diversified portfolio is today, look at the stocks and bonds, and then there's, oh shit, I don't know anything else.
Well, even like you touched upon him blaming this on Vince in what the show from the other night. There's a clip on Dabblers, as I was watching it earlier, where he basically says, "Now a lot of people are telling me Vince is trolling me just to find out my finances." And then he sits there and he thinks and he goes, "I don't know." Because I don't like that's his whole that's what it always comes down to. I don't know. I'll just go with it, and if I'm wrong, then I'll blame them for it. But I don't know.
But it's I don't know until I think I can't get anything else from you.
Right. Absolutely.
Then I know.
It's always take with him. Did Ray do the roast? Also lose the shirt, Bob. Nude Shuli. Thank you. I don't think Ray did the roast, did he? I don't know.
It's been postponed to a later date.
till one of them show up. He's roasting 2 people that aren't going to be there. It's
He doesn't
unbelievable.
remember where he left his car. Let him figure out, what he's going to be roasting about.
Strudel Wagon. Is it possible when Stuttering John said lawsuit, he meant take you both on Judge Steve Harvey? It's probably the only time he can get back on TV again.
I
Well-
would do that. I would love to be on that show.
If Jerry Springer was still alive, we could totally get booked on that, without a doubt, because he was having comics on there all the time in that dumb court show he had. Can't wait to hear his excuse. Will Vince call him out for his excuse? Doubt it. Go Bills. EJ.
Go Bills.
Well, so when he comes up with the excuse, is Vince going to? No, Vince needs John. He needs the attention he gets from John. So that's why he'll always play to him until he can fuck with him. And he'll always do both.
Well, and Shuli, you've been saying it this week. I've been tuning in and listening to your amazing analysis of this. And the fact that John wants to sue over getting fired from teaching or substitute teaching in high school, and yet he's still doing it.
Well, you
And yet
bring up-
he's still a substitute teacher. John, have you been to Fairfax High School recently in West Hollywood? I don't know. I'm hearing rumors.
There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of stuff floating around.
Wow.
Yeah, I was sent something that is pretty concrete.
I've seen
evidence.
some stuff. I've seen some stuff.
I'll put it to you this way: everybody on this panel has seen some stuff, if you know what I mean. So it's interesting that Karl brings up: A, you're going to file a lawsuit about a job that you, quote, no longer have, but yet still seem to be doing that exact job. Not to mention, I hear he's now claiming he lost his health insurance, right? And his kids lost their health insurance. I find that interesting because just this week, if you don't mind, gentlemen, I have Exhibit A here I'd like to show. John was talking about a recent checkup that he had.
Well, Bob goes, I actually have my. They just checked my liver and everything else. I hate to say this because it really upset y'all, but my liver is fine.
Good.
Yep.
It's also 80 proof.
One problem.
I think his liver has a different opinion.
Lady K. Silent Mike.
His liver held up 2 white ladies leaving a store the other night.
I read this, everything's fine. He said I was
His
so big,
liver's so black. I said, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Yeah.
His liver's so black, it's in Bob's hair.
Cardiff, go. 8 jokes, go.
I'm not following this hack bit. I don't want to punch out.
Just float.
Liver. Just got the results today. Fine. The only
See,
thing
can I just say something? I haven't seen this clip before. This is what's so insane about Stuttering John Melendez is that he thinks that we're wishing harm on his health. Because
Right.
John, that's the way John thinks.
Right.
If I was shot in the street tomorrow, he would start his show laughing hysterically for 20 minutes.
Correct.
Where I'm sitting here going, good, I hope that your liver's okay. I hope that you're all right, John. We're rooting for you.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget when our channel went down for a week, he came out there with party streamers, fucking, and he's just sitting there having just a blast.
But I'm seeing this also from another angle.
Go ahead.
This was John did get a good write up on his liver and paid his nephew to super chat 444 to bring up his liver on this exact date that he just got results. 'Cause I got content.
You think he's on the phone before the show? How do we get my liver test results in on the show today?
Wait,
there's
did he
gotta
go
be
to
an
the
end.
doctor that day and now he's reporting? Okay,
No,
how
he
many
said
days
the results. That I
Results
don't know.
Came today.
Yeah, he said the results came today. There was that doctor's appointment where they measured his height.
Yeah, that was last
which was-
week.
That was last week.
And then
so-
they handed him a lollipop.
Yeah. So, it's just interesting if you have no health insurance to do a full checkup like that. Plus the dentist visits, right? You
Yep.
have to get a new hugger, right?
Shove it
So-
right in his pocket.
Shoved it right in his jeans pocket. Absolutely. Where all huggers go.
Well, didn't he see a cardiologist too recently?
Yeah.
So,
Well.
so he went and saw a specialist. That there's a pretty big copay, even when you have insurance.
So and then the other question comes up.
America.
Well, are all these doctors idiots? Do these machines work, or is he just lying about all these checkups? That's the other.
It's a real
that's-
head scratcher. He's lying. He's always lying.
Of course. What
But
doctor
would he need
checks
a checkup like that to go back to teaching? Would they? Is there any kind of ruling that you have to go get a checkup?
I don't know. I don't know.
Flying a
how-
plane, I don't think
But
so.
you never know.
Yeah.
He's teaching
Yeah.
kids the fucking future of America. You fucking potato.
This is the same guy who was going to the gym every day just last week.
I
So
think
he's
that's me.
It'd be funny if they had a height requirement to teach, and that's why they measured him. They got, all right, got like a roller coaster.
Is I'm
Wait, did any
pre-diabetic.
of you believe that his liver tests would come back completely fine?
No. That's like when Bob tells me his doctor says I don't have to quit smoking. I go,
He
he's
didn't
talking
say
to some
that.
guy in a fake doctor's coat. He's
He
not-
said my lungs were perfect, and you couldn't even tell that I smoked.
Yeah. Who's your doctor? John Melendez? I mean, what are you talking about?
the last time I heard someone brag about saying that their liver was in good shape, and I'm not making this up, it was Artie Lang.
Shout out to Artie.
Reason for that is my mother and father.
Oh, wait. Hold on. This was a quick revelation. Hold on.
Nah. You lose again. My liver just got the results today. Fine. The only thing I got is I'm pre-diabetic, and the only reason for that is my mother and father
We're also fat.
are and we're both diabetic. So I just got to work out more and hope you don't tape me or take a picture.
So, I mean, it can be like hereditary, but it's the other option is you're just not fucking taking care of yourself.
Right.
And
He's
that's so-
58 at this point. So
Right.
diabetic for what, 58 years?
yeah, that is
It was hereditary.
that is a good point. When you look at it that way, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
So yeah, again, all these medical exams that are happening, it's pretty odd.
The problem is he has the complexion of a leper. So it's like
Yeah.
there's no way, like, you can just look at him and tell there's something wrong with him. I mean, he could have all kinds of problems. I mean, people have been diagnosing him who are probably not doctors in the chat. I get that. But I mean, if you walked into a room and you looked like that, people would go, dude, you should really probably see a doctor. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
No, you're
if
right.
your finger is a fish hook, there's something
Right.
wrong with you.
Should definitely get it checked out. And then when your doctor says, we'll just break it some more, that's when you go, you know what, maybe it's time to find a new doctor. I don't know.
What was weird too when he said he just got his results today, he pointed to the door, like he envisioned this story where a messenger showed up
Yeah.
with his medical. Like you would have got an email, right? Like or a phone
Telegram
call.
from Mr. Drunko.
Yeah, no,
Telegram
it's actually,
from Mr. Drunko.
In LA, it's a singing telegram is how they reveal your medical information.
You've got AIDS.
Guy's tap dancing, obviously.
Cancergram.
Wes Little, all-star lineup. Skull. Thank you,
Wait
Wes.
a minute. We just got this
Uh-oh.
in. Breaking news. Breaking
Uh-oh.
news.
What do you got?
John is dead of liver failure.
This
What do
is
you
bad
got,
news
bro?
for Carl, but it
Oh.
looks like John is going to the courthouse.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. My favorite Photoshop today on Dad Was Anonymous was the Back to the Future one. Do you happen to
Oh.
have that one that we can pull up?
Chuckster. That's Chuckster.
Oh,
He's
okay, hold on. I think I have to settle some dabbleverse business before we continue.
Okay.
what?
What?
Where did that picture come from?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you need fucking credit for shit?
No, Tukey wants credit.
Oh, Tukey wants credit. Oh, for the John walking.
The original John
Oh,
Walker
The original walking. Yeah.
was debuted on B Dabbler. That's all.
All right. Well, there
This is
you
so
go.
funny. John's going back in time to when he was humiliating himself. Which party was he at? Which celebrity party was he at?
That was one of the Kardashians' weddings. wasn't it?
Kardashian's wedding.
Okay.
Yeah. So John's going back in time, dude. We need to talk now.
Phenomenal. That one's great. Well, I guess I'll just throw it out there now. I mean, the picture that debuted on Tukey.
Yes.
The
thank
whole
you.
world was talking about it.
Yeah.
It's a big moment.
It was huge, massive. Everybody's still talking about it. And
Probably not for long though, but yes.
right.
Tukey's following him around like a PI.
But the memes that have come from it are phenomenal.
Yeah.
It really highlights what makes Dabblers Anonymous.
Also,
such a-
the revelation that his mom bought him those pants. When
Oh
was the
my
last
God.
time your mom bought you clothes that you wear?
well, she's dead. Thanks for being an asshole and bringing it up. But
Which is weird. 'cause
no. I mean, listen. There's
No guy,
at 60.
no
And thank you for the mellow one. At 6, keep it. That's when he got complaints. He had to do it quietly. Play it again.
Look at Carter.
No
He's
guy,
having the
no
time
guy.
of his life.
No, I mean it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and he's the one giving this information. That's the other fun part.
Yeah.
that I love.
Did she used to buy clothes for him when he was taller? Because I never seen sweatpants go under the sneaker.
Yes.
Like it's like baseball socks. That go
But I
over
love that
his-
that was his excuse. He goes, "It's not humiliating. My mom bought me those clothes."
Yeah, I saved.
Did your mom also pull the pockets out?
Yeah, it was an amazing photo, captured at an amazing moment.
But didn't it look like
yeah.
he was walking so fast with those pockets hanging out? Like, it looked like he was.
like the wind was pushing it out,
racing stripes.
breaking the sound barrier while walking. Yeah, it was phenomenal, and everybody jumped to action. And everybody started you have some of those memes. You can put them up. I'll do some more.
There's so many good ones.
Carl, you home?
Oh,
Got some
shit.
papers to hand you. Uh-oh.
I didn't think it would come from Rockstar 81. God damn it.
So you never do.
Person you least expect.
But would it
Wow.
go to would it go to your email?
No, first of
Because
all,
he's
it's got to
doing
go
it
to
online?
Vince.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's filing against Vince, and Vince has to file against
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
I know, I forgot that too, because it's so convoluted and
Yeah.
stupid. I forgot.
I mean,
It's like a maze to get to a lawsuit. It's unbelievable. Wow, making Bob miss PCL. Elder abuse.
I
says
got to
Mason.
watch a lot and called
Yeah.
in.
Brock Lee made a return on Vince the Lawyer show to put up Stuttering John's $75.
Yeah.
Of course.
But Vince is going to use it to buy him SpongeBob
Ice cream, yeah.
And now, who do you believe is Brock Lee, Carl? Who will
I
be
don't-
suing you for what now?
I don't have a theory on broccoli, I don't think.
It's Vince.
Shuli, come here. I don't want the potato and Carl to hear. Does our gifted deal work for Point Dabblepoint? Yes. Turn on accept gifted memberships. Link is in the description. Click on it. Hey, there's Mike. Is anybody with him? He's out in Florida. I wonder if anybody's with him.
And there's
there-
Mike's
back.
body at the other table. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Right,
John's in
John.
the back. I didn't
Yeah.
even see John back there. That's great. Yes, so turn them on because Magellan, for example, is gifting 5. Thank you, Magellan.
Look behind me.
I love Cookie Bob. Who doesn't, Barclay? Who doesn't? Nan Cram, he announced he still doesn't use condoms the other day. I have PTSD from him talking about it. Was that when he was talking about banging the Asian chick that he later said he never had a date and banged?
You know who else doesn't use condoms is virgins. Of course, John
Yeah.
doesn't use condoms.
True. Called show today with high pitch. He's acting. Called show today with high pitch. He's acting. Fab?
Oh no. Why would John be with a high pitch?
No, he's not.
So-
John's working today. Split this 5 ways, pals. You got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Can TSN2 live stream John's eviction? We will be there to cover it all. Barbara, next in line for frosted tips like Carla. There you go, Ryan A. Erica Ann gifting 5. Thank you, Erica.
And you're
He's with baloney.
How much stuff on Vince the Lawyer will come out if the lawsuit happens? This
It's
lawsuit
not
is
happening, guys.
it's not.
Come on.
It's not. I know everybody's wet dream is to see John's finances and all of Vince's sock accounts, and none of this is going to happen.
Yeah, we had it all planned that this would close the season, and then we'd start again in September.
Right.
With, reruns in the summer, but it's not
Right.
going to. We have to rewrite.
Right. The whole reason.
Can I suggest a recast as well?
Yes, absolutely. Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you do something like this and totally redeem yourself. Thanks for being a clown, John. Daniel Lewis, thank you for 6 months, my friend. Appreciate it.
Sorry,
Barkley.
I'm just having a laugh. I just imagine John showing up next season with a baby brother. Character to the show.
He's in the baby Bjorn, just sitting on his chest. Well, it's been a crazy summer, guys.
So my cousin Oliver lives here now.
Yeah. The kid's opening the beer for him. There's John walking by. Love that. Is it possible the sober they suspected his joy and did not dare incite him, say for 6 months? I don't know what's happening there, Barclay. I really
just reread it before you hit send. Just reread it one time.
buddy.
Proofread it.
I don't know, man. I love you though. Thank you.
Reread it and throw your typewriter away.
Maybe the winner of the Ray versus Stuttering John roast can get the other one's fake charity money records. Show no accident occurred based on the GoFundMe data provided.
Very good interview.
That was great. We watched that clip today. It was a lot of fun. Red. All I want in the world is a real sketch of a guy in a wrestling mask with a green puppet, a potato, and a snaggletooth with frosted tips in a courtroom with a small midget on the stand. I didn't get it in December, but maybe I'll get it now.
Yes. I love
Thank you, Red. Josh Johnson, I agree with the opinion shared on the BS show this morning that Stuttering John's teaching gig should be left alone. Besides, it's only a matter of time before he's fired for asking a female faculty member how big her husband's hog is. Very good point. And yeah, I was just saying, like, I don't want, as much as he's a dickhead and all a piece of shit and all that, I'll never be friends with the guy. I also am not looking to fucking get people fired from their gig.
Yeah, keep it to busting balls. And
that's it.
That's
it. And Josh is 100% right. It'll happen on its own organically.
I thought we also were talking yesterday about how funny it would be all the members in the chat that would have to come to the courthouse to testify. You know, during the we would like to call to the stand penis wrinkle.
Yeah, John's ear mites. Place your hand on the Bible.
John's shitty pillow, please.
I like shitting tubs. Please step up to the stand.
What nut chaser?
What nut chaser? Yeah.
Please hold up your YouTube. Please hold up a picture of your YouTube avatar for the record, Mr. Broccoli.
The sketch artist is making like a little monkey holding a.
Nothing more frightening than being legally threatened by the laziest man on earth. I was expecting Karl's tips to have turned gray from stress. Thank you, Plague Rat. The doctor also says nothing wrong with my finger. Skull. Looney Tunes.
Look, wait. Would Bob's Fly Baby please address the court?
Bob's Fly Baby. Substitute teacher is about the only job he's done that makes sense because those who can't do teach, but John can't teach either. He's only good enough if there aren't real teachers around.
Cardiff, I wanted to show you this, what I wrote for next season. John becoming the principal and then taking over, and we all fall apart, and then we end up working for him as janitors in the school.
So I just had an idea on that one, Bob. What if he's the vice principal, but he wants the principal's job, so he burns the principal's house down in order to get the job as... All right, maybe this has already been done.
Maybe he gets sentenced to be the guy's butler.
What if John has to spend $30 million in 30 days to get $300 million?
And we close down every beer store in town.
Yes. Oh, my God. All right. So he brought up banging this Asian chick earlier in the week and then claimed it was a lie. Then when Vince was on, Vince got him to admit to working at the Salvation Army, not doing charity work there.
No, but it was volunteering. But the Asian woman, that was a lie just to troll Vince.
Yeah, it wasn't a lie. It was a troll. It was a good joke.
Oh,
I was getting that one over on you.
Pretty good joke.
Then I misunderstood. Thank you. So now he admits to Vince that he saw they needed help. They were looking to hire people, and he went in and got a job.
Yeah.
Then the very next day, he claimed that he was lying to Vince again. That was trolling Vince again, and that he never worked at the Salvation Army. He was just a volunteer basis. You have any thoughts on this backpedal and why he may be changing his tune all of a sudden?
It's amazing that Vince can get the truth out of John because he really definitely does do it. And the only thought that I have, and a lot of people speculate on this because John's been talking a lot about how if you don't pay child support, you go to jail. He's been
Correct.
talking about this a lot for some reason. And so there's a lot of speculation that John was at the Salvation Army, but maybe he was court ordered to be there because he's behind in his child support payments.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because I saw a fantastic post on Dabblers Anonymous from someone named Academic Sync. And they actually said that specific Salvation Army in Canoga Park is part of a adult rehabilitation center. It has a program that helps participants regain health and stability, build the work and social skills needed to re-enter the workforce and restore families.
Wow.
So again,
Yeah.
it goes back to
And
that
shitty
theory.
clothes.
And shitty clothes and weird collars. But it goes back to the theory that this is a court-ordered thing.
Right. And it's interesting because when John's always lying. I mean, this has been proven
Always.
time and time again. So John's always lying. So when Vince says, I don't think you volunteered to the Salvation Army, John's quick on his feet or off the top of his head lie was, no, I was getting paid to do that. It was a gig that I picked up in order to make money for Christmas time. And he's just like, all right, I'm satisfied with that lie. That gets me off the hook. And then some time goes by and he goes, oh, goddamn, I just admitted I was making minimum wage. That's not good. That was the announcer for Tonight Show. I got to change that. So then he changes that lie. So I don't think he was getting paid minimum wage to load trucks. I think that there was definitely community service involved or sort of court ordered something.
Cardiff?
And well, I just think I want to point to John because I know he's watching right now. None of this would be funny if it was happening to just a normal person.
Correct.
It's funny because you're on the internet screaming that you're a millionaire
Yes.
and we're all wrong and everybody's wrong. This is what the funny part of this is.
Right.
Yeah, I've suspected there's been some type of community service for a while now.
John
That's
would
what
take
I
the
initially
wind out of
thought, though.
all of our sales if he came out and just went, guys, I'm poor. I fucked up. I had a lot of money. I lost it all. I made a lot of bad decisions. I'm not as smart as I pretend to be. I fucked up. And then we'd all just be like, oh, all right. I mean, we knew that, but now he's admitting it.
And people would give him money if
Yeah,
he
They
was
would.
telling
You're right.
the truth.
They would.
But then next week he'd come back and be like, I was trolling you. I'm not poor. I'm killing it. It's like, damn it.
I mean, he can be the definition of the truth shall set you free.
Yes.
I mean, it really could be a complete 180 in his life if he was just try it, John. You've been doing it this way for so long. It's not working. It's not he like Cardiff said, you're in a cat shit filled, basement 0-bedroom apartment.
Gated community.
Gated community, 500 square feet, and you're looking into a camera going, this is success. It's insanity. No one sees that and thinks there he is,
Jesus.
just walking by like nothing's happening.
But let's be honest, for him it did work to a point. Till about he was maybe 38, it worked.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But
now
it
it's
stopped
like,
working.
right.
Oh.
It's
Well, that brings you another point that I wanted to bring up. So
sure.
the other day, John is saying, Karl thinks I'm stupid, but how could I possibly be stupid when I had this huge show business career? Very difficult to have a show business career. He goes, if I was dumb and had this career, it would be amazing. I went, yeah, John, this is why the Dabbleverse exists. It is amazing. All of us are watching this going, I can't believe this guy got hired by Jay Leno. It's incredible. I understand doing a free internship and answering the phones at Howard Stern. That all makes perfect sense. We've seen the other people who come out of that. But yeah, Jay Leno, you're like, wow, this is crazy. That's why you're interesting, John, because you're an idiot and you did have a career in show business.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever talked about it, but supposedly there's like some Tonight Show Hall of Fame type thing where somebody on Twitter posted it. It may have been on Dabblers, but the person went and they had every host and announcer except John. John was not in this Tonight Show thing, which I thought.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
We got to give John credit because he did Forrest Gump his way into show business.
yes.
Like he was in the right place at the right time. He had the foresight to be selfish enough to put himself in situations where he would be ridiculed for airtime. So he had some sort of foresight to put himself on the line to do that. The problem is he never learned anything at his tenure at the Stern Show. He never learned anything at his tenure at the Tonight Show. So that was the problem. He could have parlayed that into something amazing if he took the time to become a good broadcaster, to become a good announcer, become a good writer. He had every opportunity. He worked with all the greats.
Anthony, just
That's
the
the
connections alone, just meeting all of those people. You would think he'd have a successful podcast just like, hey, I'm just going through all my contacts that I met when I was 10 years at the Tonight Show. We're going to just talk to these people.
And he did float with it for a while. For at least almost 15 years, he was floating. He had connections like Hal Sparks. I'm not bragging, but he had bigger names that would come on his show initially.
John Fugelsang?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean,
These are Stephanie Miller connections. They're not even Tonight Show connections.
If you look at his really early podcast, he had a lot of big names on his show. And they just disappeared.
Yeah.
They just went away. And it's because it just, your light starts to dim.
Liver results in doctor recommends extra onions and a 9mm.
Yikes.
So sue me. We file a malpractice lawsuit over the results.
Yeah, you might want to get a second opinion. When the doctor says you're doing fine, you might want to get a second opinion on that.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of doctor?
Is she related to Sadomi?
Yeah. She's related to.
They all look the same to you, Potato?
She's,
The same last name.
she's related to Imbessi. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Chick. Joe Dicker, thank you, pal. Appreciate it. Shout out 1600 in here. Thank you, everybody. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit notification, and turn on accept gifted memberships. Link is in the description. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Breaking news. Lawsuit postponed due to John not being able to acquire his brother's suit for court. Thank you, SJ Bot, member for a year. Thank you. Your liver is good until it isn't. Yeah. And that's it all.
I don't know what the legal word is. I'm gonna need to stay, Your Honor.
My
brother has a wedding tomorrow.
Yeah. Can I get an extension? This isn't your taxes, Mr. Melendez.
My fantasy is to have him walk into the courtroom in an orange tuxedo like Lloyd Christmas, with a top hat and a cane, and just conduct himself.
Fairfax is in LAUSD. He was never fired. More lies.
Correct.
Correct. That's the thing. I was saying, I believe he got suspended, if anything, and then just.
Well, we saw online that he's still credentialed through June of 2024.
Yep.
So unless they're not updating their website,
right? Why is it every place of education never updates their website for John Melendez?
Right. I know.
Yes,
Go figure.
I'm suing my liver for breaking HIPAA laws, says Dave Daffler. Hey, thank you, Bubbas. Boom. Let's go. Come on.
Fuck, April fucking never comes.
Truly, what you just said about him being suspended, it's almost 6 months to the day from the start of the school year.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It's amazing that Stuttering John interpreted you're in great health and your liver enzymes are fine from a doctor telling them you're fucked. Robin Callie, I learned a lot about stocks from Stuttering John yesterday. He's a regular Charles Schwab. Thank you. He mentioned that coffee stock, and we took a look at it, and it's down like 30%. And he said the other night, when I do stocks, I look at long-term stocks that grow over the years. It's like, this is going the complete opposite direction. That was his big tip for everybody.
I just thought of something too on his doctor's visit.
Yeah.
You think the doctor in Florida that's going to fly him and Kate Meany somewhere is going to be upset that he's giving all the business to his guy in LA?
Hey man, I thought I was your guy. What the hell?
Jet fuel ain't cheap these days.
No, it's not. Thank God the guy's got an airport in his house.
John's got insurance. He could be a cash cow for a doctor.
Well, I love that he's a guy who hasn't done it yet, but will talk about it as if it's happening or just happened. So the guy has an airport, whatever. He's got a plane. Maybe he offered this to him. Maybe he didn't. But John's already sitting there going, Kate and I are going to fly out of this guy's house. Like, it's already happening.
Well, did you just hear where his head went to? He goes, and Lady K's so jealous. Don't you wish you knew this doctor to fly to the Keys? Like, no. Why are you thinking that, John? Why do you think
lie? Don't lie. That's been your dream. That's the whole reason you got started doing this. Don't be a dick. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys ever want to go on a helicopter ride, my doctor has one. My doctor has a $16 million jet. Yeah, that sounds
Makes sense.
urgent care. That
Urgent
sounds,
care.
urgent care doctor.
Sees
My
him and
doctor has a
Hitman. Yeah, go ahead.
My doctor has a Polish breathalyzer.
In his pants? I know. Hey, real quick. We work well together, me and the potato, So here's another
When
thing.
you don't
that I
cancel.
Yeah. Ooh, hey. I told you that in private. He's inching closer and closer to doxing Kevin Brennan. This I like.
Really?
At first people thought, I don't think people think they're in on this together anymore. I know that was a rumor or a theory going around that KB and John have decided to work together in a fake feud. But the reason why this is so funny is because John has such a crush on KB still.
Yeah.
That he keeps saying how he's going to take the high road, thinking KB will see this and go, you know what, John? I'm going to take the high road too. Let's go after the shit wayer.
Can I tell you the funniest part about this? From my perspective, is John goes, I know what his wife looks like. I know what she does for a living, but I'm not going to do that because KB does not go after family. And I'm sitting there going, wait a second. KB doesn't go after what? He did 2 hours of my mom wife in one day. What are you talking about? He doesn't go after family.
Oh, but then they go, but she's on your show, so it's fair game.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the logic these guys have is phenomenal. He's going to do it. He's already talked about the building he lives in. He knows how much it's worth. He knows how much he's paying. I'm sure the people sending him info on everybody else have sent him pictures of Kevin's wife and all kinds of other shit. So it's just a matter of time, right?
He knows something about Kevin's wife that Kevin's wife doesn't even know. He knows that she's black. She doesn't even know that. She's not even aware.
One of his best quotes since his return was, what was it? He goes, I know she's your wife. He goes, but she's black. That's what he said. Or
it's a weird
African American.
It's a weird talking point.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Yeah. So he goes, she's beautiful, but she's black.
She's black.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he's got this weird thing about race. He doesn't understand how race works. So he goes,
or gender.
Well, yeah, good point. She might say she's Hispanic,
runs in the family,
but she's wrong. She's black. And remember when he was telling us about the conversation he had with Robin Quivers back in the day? He was just like, I don't get it. You're brown. Why do they say you're black? It's obviously brown. You're like, John, you are so stupid. You can't be this dumb.
You don't remember his beige speech, do you?
Yeah, remember white people aren't even white? I'm like, holy shit.
So I feel like the doxing is going to happen because Kevin's not taking his foot off the gas, now that he's committed to playing clips and reviewing Stuttering John clips. I think he's all in now, BLR, I'm sure it has nothing to do with alcohol intake. Oh, yeah. No, nothing. He's not an alcoholic. He looks like Gorbachev, for Christ's sake. Beloved Cheddar, those frosted tips are mesmerizing. Carl and Bob, you can frost my tip anytime. I'll say no homo, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Beloved Cheddar. That's funny.
That Stuttering John is such a loser. Abandons comedy gigs, bankrupt, can't get it. Wait a minute. Can't get any work even though he was on Stern. Drops out of height. Never mind. That's Shuli. You son of a bitch.
Just remember, Shuli, Mr. Shuli. If it's important enough, you find a way.
That's right.
If not, you find an excuse.
That's right. Who told you that?
Always
African vagina lover? Who told you that? Every ailment he has, he blames on his son, mother, and father. He never takes responsibility for anything. Yeah, it is crazy, right? Dave, Shuli, is that Stuttering John walking under your show closing sign or an outdoor ashtray? I don't know. I got to see it. I think it's an ashtray. That picture hadn't come out yet. So it's not there. I forgot to tell you, Shuli, with arthritic deformities like Stuttering John's finger, the typical way to straighten the appendage is to break it and heal correctly. I know. But when he says it, it sounds like he's going to an idiot doctor. Hey, there's John marching along.
Lockstep.
Well, he does stand with Ukraine.
Amazing that walking motion is lockstep, like Cardiff said, with the soldiers.
That's hilarious.
The funniest part of this week was John threatening Karl with filing a lawsuit against Vince, the lawyer who Karl hates. Yeah.
It really is so convoluted that even Vince trying to explain why it makes sense is stupid, but he has to keep this thing going so that John goes through with it. It's insane. Well, the court doesn't want to have multiple cases going on about the same thing. And of course, Muttering Jay is probably going to get to the Supreme Court, I would imagine. They can't wait to hear the Muttering Jay case.
Going to revolutionize the internet as we know it, folks.
But wouldn't they bring in Muttering Jay at some point if this went to court?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, he'd get subpoenaed for this?
Yeah.
I've asked Muttering Jay to do my show, and he refuses to. Will he come to court?
I mean, here's the scenario. If everyone loses their goddamn mind and this thing goes to trial, yes, Muttering Jay would be called to the stand. Absolutely.
So do we call him by his real name, Devin, or do we call him Muttering Jay? How does that
I don't
work?
know. That's a great question. Hey, there's a deadline. What do we call him? Your deadline is at 12 o'clock tomorrow, Vince. Let us know. In the trial, can I be Cardiff's character witness?
Please.
Yeah, there you go. You got the okay from the potato. Dave D gifting one. Let's go.
Here we are, everybody. How are you?
For Karl's about to be homeless.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that.
You're a good egg, Larry. John's pocket isn't out of his pants. Isn't out. His pants are inside out.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
You have do you have the actual non-meme photo so we can take a good look at it?
Because he admitted it to being out of his pocket, so maybe he realized they were inside out. He's like, "Oh yeah, I pulled my pockets out." Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for that, let's jerk off two cocks dead full.
Suck my dick.
I swallow cum.
Thank
Yeah,
me.
you're being a little
unprecipitated. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
you're being a little insensitive towards Karl because he likes dicks somewhere else.
I can't get enough dicks in my body.
Oh, there we go. You took that out of context. It doesn't matter.
Out of all of us, you're the guy who looks like you'd be doing two dicks at once. Out of all of us, and you're the one who won't do it. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I can't do that with this hairdo.
I know. It's already bad
Too
enough.
spot on.
We
Can't
all
not.
know. Baba Yaga, we all know the lawsuit isn't going to happen, but what's his excuse that he's going to use? Yeah,
That's what we need to know. I can't wait.
That is exciting. Is Mini Vince the reincarnation of Johnny Fratto? No, Johnny was really good at this shit.
Yeah.
Johnny was really good at this shit, and he always had Eric's back at the end of the day.
But it is a good comparison, though.
Yeah.
The way that Vince is toying and playing with John is very similar.
Yeah. Because you got to understand, both Eric and John thought that Vince and Fratto were serious about the shit they were talking about.
Yes.
Hey, Eric, there's werewolves out there in New Mexico, so watch your back, And he's like, okay, Johnny. Now he believes there's werewolves out there. It's fucking nuts. They're the same fucking person. Lose the shirt, Zen. Here it is. You're saying the whole thing's inside out, huh? But how do you put on sweats inside out?
That's very possible. And that could be the case. Well, maybe he wore them the day before, so he wanted to wear them again.
Oh, my
That's how you do
God.
That's a good point.
Oh, my God. Theories on Vince the lawyer's endgame. Okay,
The funniest part about that photo, guys, is that he's talking to his hot 24-year-old girlfriend while he's walking around looking like that.
Who's hooking him up with her friend.
Yeah, the 40-something-year-old friend who's hot.
That friend must owe her a lot of money. She's fucking setting her up with him.
We had to talk about what's going on with him and Kate Meany. It seems like they broke up, but
I guess so. He said that he has not heard from her in a little while, and that he figures she got the message and moved on because she's way too young for him. So sounds like he let her off easy.
He kind of Casablanca'd her, at the end. He kind of was like, our problems don't end up to a hill of beans in this world.
They
Kate.
didn't close it. But I thought it was just friends.
A guy can only say no so many times, Bob.
Yeah,
So many
yeah.
times.
No, there were friends, I think, maybe on Kate's end, but from the minute John got in touch with her, it was about banging. You know that. John's not looking.
even being friends with John, and Cardiff will back me up on this, is a lot of fucking work. So when John talks about talking to her on the phone for hours a day, that's probably a culmination of 5, 6, 8 phone calls that John is making to Kate. So one day Kate wakes up and goes, I'm just not going to answer the phone from John today. I just can't. I can't do it. And John's immediately on the show that night going, well, I guess Kate, is not my friend anymore or whatever. No one who's best friends talks every fucking day, John. Relax.
Let's remember what really broke me and him up was he didn't like the way I talked on the phone.
Yes, he called you during a show to prove to everyone you're a prick.
Jesus.
Calling you at work and all that kind of stuff.
You know what? I take it all back. You're 100% right. Whether you're a friend or a girlfriend, it's the same amount of work with him. 100%. And you guys,
just one
Paulino,
has less anal.
Yeah, you guys
one?
and Paulino and Kate have all done the same move. You look at that phone and you go, I can't, I just can't do it today. And that's all he needs is one time you don't fucking answer. With that clip of him screaming about DG was with his family, and then he had something with his girlfriend, and he does this rant where he literally, you have it?
Even the email. Remember the email that the kids aren't getting back to him?
Oh right. Yeah.
They were like, enough.
What? I don't know if I missed this, but did you guys talk about how John was scared shitless when Vince brought up the possibility of a Susanna in it?
Oh,
yes. Great topic.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, she shouldn't. It's all, she doesn't want to bring this into her life. I don't think she should. If she asked me, if she should, it wouldn't be good.
She should look the other way.
It's like in the mob movies. You go, me? I like everybody. Vinny over here, he don't like nobody. So make Vinny happy. Hey, there we go.
Is that Vince the lawyer?
Outside the courthouse. I am waiting at the courthouse for John. Sue me. All right.
Sue me.
The defense calls to the stand Al Hitler.
Yeah.
Love the cast. Don't think could be there. Then adding Kumia. Levy's jacket is super shiny today. Stut Joe looking like grumpy female crossing guard. Thank you.
I was going to say, Hal Hitler, can you raise your right hand? Tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but
I'm here, guys. Any room? Let's just ignore that.
Put your hand on Mein Kampf and please repeat after me.
I like shitting tubs. I'll gladly testify. Look at that.
All right, perfect.
Dave Daffler, Ronnie Munn Jr., a.k.a. Erection. Do you hear that dripping too? You guys hear dripping?
No.
With the crime in
That's Bob's
California.
mouth making those noises.
Oh, okay.
Please, it's not. It's a leak joke. Shut the fuck up, Joe. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I hope your fucking house rolls down the hill.
With the crime in California, is that pocket hanging out sort of like no radio in a car sign New Yorkers display in the 80s?
That's
Maybe.
a good point. Yes, I didn't even think about that. That's a real good point.
It
Don't mug
makes
me.
sense.
I'm looking at my pockets are out. I got nothing. That's funny.
There's rumors that those are used as handles in some communities.
Can't
He
get away.
If he raises one pant leg up, is he dealing or buying? None of that old thing?
Stuttering John still thinks as soon as he serves Vince the lawyer, Karl is automatically served. He forgets the part that he has to provide proof Vince the lawyer is muttering J. Then Vince the lawyer can serve Karl. I tried explaining this since Vince the lawyer isn't licensed in California. Idiot. Yes, Mark. Thank you, pal.
So
none of
he
it-
would have to sue him in New York.
None of it makes any sense.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how.
But why does John have any interest in me retracting saying that I have evidence that muttering J is Vince the lawyer? And John's tweeting, I was like, Karl better say that's not the case. Like, why do you care? What does that matter for anything? How does that change your life?
I think you guys have to meet in the middle on a boat and use maritime law.
Yeah, I think so.
Settle this out
Have
there.
a monkey knife fight to figure this out.
Yeah, he's almost literally holding one of your greatest enemies hostage and saying, "I dare you not to."
Yeah, that's a great point.
Hey, Vince, before I sue you, can you give me some money for some airfare to meet you in New York?
Yeah, I'm gonna need Uber money too, if you don't mind, too, from the airport. Cardiff, F. Mary Kill, Kate Meany, Vince, John's fake Asian girlfriend. Go.
Okay, let's kill Kate because she's vapid. I guess I'm gonna have to marry Vince so we can have a family fucking with Stuttering John together.
That's good.
And I guess I'll fuck John's fake Asian girlfriend.
And you and Vince are the same height, so it works out perfect.
Exactly.
There you go. DPM, Karl bought a Florida home in the only place crappier than Rochester. Sold.
I know how to pick them.
Bob, didn't you go to jail for not paying child support? Tell us how it works.
Well, definitely. Yes, I was. I had my son living with me, and they still were charging me. And also, never write a check to somebody that says, I'm low on money, not going to the court. Don't do that.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And coke dealers, don't write checks to them either.
Right.
Yeah. And prostitutes. Shout out Jerry Springer. Yeah.
It's a very bad system, okay? And if you don't keep on it, you can get fucked.
Yeah.
Called
Let's all make fun of Levy now.
It's funny because I told this story many times.
Bob, isn't it crazy? Like I listen to all these podcasts where they talk about the patriarchy, and there's all these people who are just like, yeah, men make all the rules because we live in a patriarchy, and it's just like you've never met a divorced man then with children before because it is all against men.
Yeah.
Karl,
totally.
if you don't think there's a patriarchy, you are the patriarchy.
Okay.
Hey, here, man. Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah.
Speak, sister.
Called Fidget and asked, isn't wiring high pitches place, doing coke, and wrestling with John and AC, isn't that damaging to business? He said he was acting.
They were wrestling. They were wrestling.
I don't know.
I don't know. They were definitely doing coke.
But Vince wasn't doing it. I mean, I don't know if you can be.
We don't
around
know that.
something.
Yeah, we don't know who was doing what. We just know a lot of people were sniffling up there and looked like they were very wide awake. Let's just
And
say
we know
that.
a lot of people were asking for it.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. That we. Karl, what's the starting bid on your Stuttering John poster?
Listen, I will probably give it to Shuli to try to raise some funds for the Uncle Rico show and the Shuli Network.
Thank you. It's all coming to an end, guys.
I'll let you make the profit off of that.
Thank you, pal. Stuttering John reminds me of a less attractive Danny DeVito. That's saying a lot. First came here for Stuttering John. Now I'm here for TSN and WATP. Korean Idol Shuli Jew. Big fan
That's
favorite
awesome. Thank you.
of the chat. I can't wait to be called in as a character witness for the trial on Judge Judy, the partially revived corpse of March 10th, ladies and gentlemen.
Rest in peace. March 9th, still happening, though.
Yeah, that's coming up.
CrossingComedy.com.
Yes.
That was
great.
fun hearing him say how he's never canceled the show and claim that you guys broke contractual agreements, Cardiff.
Not me, just Vinny.
It was not in the contract. They don't write up contracts at the comedy club that say that Shuli and Karl are not allowed to be there.
Be cool. I dig that.
That'd be
But
fun.
he couldn't really cancel it and blame the club owner until you guys were sitting in the showroom.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go, Bob. That was the thing.
But I'm
I was-
saying that's the
I
only
was saying
time
I was gonna go to fuck with them.
You can fight it at that moment and say,
Right.
"Pay me. You didn't listen. I'm going."
Right. And that just is an example of what kind of coward and how big of a coward he is. It's just the thought of us. Just me popping up on a screen in StreamYard and he runs. Like yeah, go ahead.
And at the worst, it was Vinny just trying to drum up some hype for the show.
Right.
To sell his tickets.
And in all fairness, Bob said he was going to be there, but Bob wouldn't have been there on that certain day because Vinny's moonhead would have been at full.
Yeah,
in the moon cycle, and he can't.
I know he tried.
Come on, that wasn't that bad.
I liked it.
That wasn't
That
that
good,
bad. It was the thought.
And also, the trout tournament was in April, so I had the dates totally wrong.
Got rained out.
Yeah.
DPM, is Shuli a member of his wife's wacky cult or is he an SP? How many super chats for some magic crystals? $100 super chat gets a magic crystal.
Nice.
Thank you. Great panel, Cardiff, Bob, Shuli, Zen, and Grant's brother. Hi, Grant's brother. Hi, Grant. Sorry, Uncle Jack. Thank you.
Grant's a big hit.
I know.
Your brother came to the show on Saturday. He's like, and he said to me, he goes, "You know who I am?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know who you are, Fat Karl." He looks just like you.
Yeah, he said he did a great job. By the way.
Yeah, he was great. Him and his wife were great.
Looney Tunes critic, Forrest Drunk. I'm not a smart man, but I know what luck is. I said it before. He puts the dumb in dumb luck. Yeah, you are right.
Hey, did Grant say that Anthony went long?
he goes, he ran the light, but other than that, he was pretty good.
He did 50 minutes of new material.
I met Christina Marie. She's beautiful.
Oh my God, she's so fucking hot, Karl. Hot Karl, my favorite. All right. Stinky and Blinky and Twinky. Dave Daffler. Thank you, Davey. Scalzo photo. Has it been established that Vince is also Brock Lee? We know Vince had a sock account. Holy shit, with exaggerated Asian caricature. Seems obvious. Yeah, he definitely goes to the well one too many times. And like Frog has figured out, that what's the date? September 16th. He made
September 6th, 2019.
Yeah, he made a ton of sock accounts that he uses everywhere all the time.
It's crazier than that. Vince is actually 75% of the people who super chat all of these shows.
Yeah.
And you said there's 1,600 people watching this right now?
Yeah.
900 of them are Vince.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts. I don't know how the guy does it. He's like one of those online poker players. He's just got monitors everywhere. Turnkey, Stuttering John, translation from yesterday's show. Anyone related to me is a genius because they are related to me. Spoken like a true genius.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite moments in his show yesterday, saying, my grandma was a genius, my father, I am, my kids are. Sorry. And then he knocks himself offline for a couple minutes. Hopefully Stuttering John follows in his footsteps. Joe Corson, right? Dad from the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
So at the Salvation Army, John was loading shit onto trucks. 2 questions. Did he have to weigh the shit he was loading? And am I then to believe that he is a shit loader? Let's go.
Even my liver aced the test.
I got my liver tested. I aced it. Not a surprise.
I love the
Not a
Aussie
surprise.
guy. United States of Australia is their podcast.
Oh, nice. I love the big starch-filled guest on the bottom. The other guy, Cardiff, is good also.
Very nice. Very nice. True.
I love you, Bob, but stop being happy because loser Stuttering John seems happy for attention at times. He does not deserve any happiness.
Everybody deserves happiness.
I agree.
That's what I say.
Hey, look at that. Black African vagina lover. Gifting a
Mike
membership.
Morris.
John looks like a Turkish grease factory worker. I like that.
Ooh.
I've seen a
Because
lot
an
of those
American
ones.
grease factory worker would be
Not the same.
pristine.
Not the same, Cardiff, and you know that. So don't ruin the guy's bit. Vogel, what season of the Dabbleverse are we in? Definitely time to kill off some of the characters. It's already jumped the shark about 3 times. Well, who would you kill off, Vogel? Let's name some people. KB
Well,
paid
Phil Elmore. Who else are we getting rid of?
Any of Phil Elmore's co-hosts?
Who was the guy who peed on OJ's pants?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
That was season 1.
Yeah, it was
he,
season one.
he was the season 1
Right.
murder at the end of the season, and season 2 started with the whodunit.
Yes.
Love it. KB paid good money for his Panamanian princess. I can throw a beer can over the trash can. $1.99. Thank you.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Brian, hey guys, what it'll cost to get Susanna on? That's the thing. I would rather. I've said this before. I rather you ask her what would you like to come on and do an hour.
You really think she would come on? Like, I really don't think that she wants to be part of this.
I don't think so either. I'll be honest with you. But
She had to change her number if she did that.
when it comes to John, everyone reaches a point, a limit where they're like, "Fuck this guy." Everyone, pretty much.
Well,
So I don't know. Maybe I'm just hoping for that. Maybe
well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was this week or last week, but where the revelation someone at the pub is a dabbler.
Oh my god!
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm dying to get a hold of this guy. What does he call him? Scorpio. He calls him.
He's a school teacher.
He's. It sounds like to me this guy at Pickwick got him into teaching. He was the guy that approached him and said,
Yeah,
"You
should
can
sub."
save yeah, you can save the children if you become a substitute teacher.
I think. Well, from the response that you got from her, it sounded like she really just closed the chapter on that whole part of her life. She doesn't
I
want
don't
to
blame
really
her. I don't
revisit
blame
it, and there might even be legal action taken towards him to not even contact her. So opening this up might even give him some sort of like like a way back into her life, and
That's
she's
what
like,
I'm
I don't
thinking,
want to
too.
fucking
Right.
do this shit.
But he literally is describing himself when he talks about how annoying this guy at the pub is, that he never admits when he's wrong. He thinks he's right all the time.
Yep.
And then the guy apparently asks him questions that he finds on Dabblers Anonymous when he's there trying to drink and get away from all this shit. So, Scorpio, if you're out there, please contact me. Hit me up.
Well, maybe it's him just talking into a mirror across from the bar.
It's
It
possible.
could be a Fight Club thing. It could be.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's funny because let's say that's the scenario. So this guy that he was friends with at the pub, hey, they need a substitute teacher to do that. So that was years ago, and then he got into that. So I bet the bartenders are the first ones to find out about Dabblers Anonymous because
100%.
they're all talking about like, oh God, John's here every fucking day at 3, so annoying. Talking about Biden's great, Trump sucks, blah blah blah. So then they find Dabblers Anonymous, and then they start telling all the other patrons who get annoyed with John. By the way, there's this subreddit. All they do is goof on this guy 24/7. So some of the people are like, "Oh, this is great." They latched onto it.
I don't think so. I think he's gone. His tune has turned over the last few years, where now he's going in there talking about the shitware and KB.
That's a good point.
Dabblers. He introduced it to somebody. He started talking about it so much that somebody just finally Googled it. What the fuck's going on?
You're 100% right, because that tape that somebody had of him in Atlantic City in that Uber going to the show, I think Melton played it on his show, and it's an Uber driver. He doesn't know him. He's not a fan that has a car and is driving him to the gig, and he's explaining everything. They trash my kids, the shit way, call, blah, blah, blah. So I think you're 100% right. I think he goes in there bragging about all this stuff. They're annoyed with him already. They jump on Dabblers. They see everyone there's annoyed by him, and they go, now I'm going to hang out here.
They're begging him to talk about Trump again.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that the musical is still a hit, no matter what. When you have the shitwaya come in singing with John and Potato and Tukey, and Karl comes in with the tips in his hair. You know what I mean? It's just amazing.
I also play instruments, but sure, Bob. Yeah, it's just my hair. It's just my hair.
There's a love story there. I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. Thanking Karl again for leading me to this network about 6 weeks ago. WATP and TSN are pretty much my sole entertainment these days. I'm doomed. Thank you, Professor Jad Allen. One of the funniest.
I know what you mean. It's gotten so crazy. I had lunch with producer Chris today, and I was asking him about the latest season of Black Mirror, and both of them are just like, yeah, I can't take my eyes off of the dabbleverse. It's just too entertaining right now. We're living in good times. Let's all appreciate and enjoy it.
We'll be telling our kids these stories.
Yes.
Can someone get Bob to stop barking? Yes, Mr. White. We're working on it. Good. If you gift a membership. Oh, well, there you go. You gifted one. Thank you.
That to the infidel.
Mark, there are certain areas in, Karl, Lee County. I turn out my pockets and leave my vehicle doors open at work, so hopefully I don't need a new window. Donald, you should look up the time John was teasing Fred about Fred's wife being in Tony and Tina's wedding on Blunder Years. Yeah, Fred was going to beat the shit out of him. Wow. And guess who didn't step up and never backs down? The guy who backed down sat right down. NPDs see all people as wells to drill. Narcissistic something, right?
Yeah, narcissistic personality disorder.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Werner von Braun be a key witness.
Werner von Braun.
I jumped on a chick grenade for Zen. You're welcome.
Okay.
John's pockets hanging out is from Howard Stern's Liberace bit about playing elephant with children. This dream team tonight. I love you guys. Thank you, Hair Stutter. We like to call Hair Stutter to the stand.
Another witness for the defense.
A lot of Nazis in this courtroom.
Von Garble.
More than usual.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's my wait. No, play that again. That's my favorite one. Start that again.
Joseph Von Garble. Wait. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on.
I believe that one had the guy banging a chick doggy style with the Nazi flag behind him. He goes, "Oh wait, hold on." Zach Hoffman, this dope wears clothes that are well over 20 years old. So what the fuck is this buffoon wearing to school?
Well,
Stay tuned.
we
You never
know.
know. You never know. It's $405+ to file a civil defamation suit. John is so full of it.
Well, regardless of the cost of filing it, the
Yeah.
cost of actually following through with this, the part that John's not calculating.
Unbelievable.
He's insane.
Did you all see that Thaddeus guy on X say Stuttering John was his nephew's substitute chem teacher this week? I had a background check done, and the guy seems credible.
Thank you, Peter Stricker, for the background check. Yes.
Yeah,
I did
hey,
see
penis.
that.
Yeah. It ties in with the evidence I've been presented. So.
Could you imagine John as a chemistry teacher? He's just like, now, I know this is chemistry. Do you guys know what the biggest planet in the solar system is?
Penis Wrinkle's also the guy that examined John's liver, by the way.
I penis wrinkle.
Your
Kids,
math fall into chemistry.
Yeah. So I've had 3 beers since 11 a.m. and now it's 1. So how many beers?
you guys know Wayne Newton's Native American? I've been saying lawsuit coming March 11th for our bet. He looks but ignores. Lawsuit coming March 11th. That's great. J Dead, hey Cardiff, are you hiring? TSN wouldn't hire me. Shuli said having me and my gimp legs around remind him of his limp harg. FSJ, FKB, FJ Dead.
That's fucked up, Shuli.
I know. Well, true.
I'm not hiring them.
Coke bottle glasses, giant teeth, frosted tips. But let's make fun of Karl for taking an occasional nap.
Coke bottle. It's a very weak.
DPM is on to something here. We're looking in the wrong window. What the fuck?
He simplified the issue here. We're not ridiculing him for taking an occasional nap, for being told by his mom to take an occasional nap. That's
Right.
the offense.
That's right. Let's not forget what Kevin Brennan changed that video to be.
Huge asshole. This is the all-star game of the Dabbleverse. Stuttering John was definitely making minimum wage at Goodwill, but he also cashes in his empty cans at the aluminum recycling center.
Oh, that's a big payday for him.
I can't wait to see that picture. Him with a shopping cart with all these bags on it.
He might be that financially illiterate that he thinks there's a point where you can get more back in the cans than you're paying for the beer. If you drink fast enough.
It's like when Homer is making his money off of grease, but he's the one buying the bacon.
Well, he said the other day, he goes, "Oh, did you guys know Buffalo Wild Wings? You can get free wings." And I go, only people who are broke know that. You know what I mean?
His butler told him about that.
Yeah.
But he's not paying for the beer, so it is a profit when he brings it back.
That is true. That is true.
I don't know, that's slowed down.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that is
slowed
true
down.
too. Yeah, that's true. Well, he's got to save up for this lawsuit he's going in. J Dad gifted one. Thank you.
I
pal.
never had a desire to go into the middle.
September 6th, 2019, a day that will live in embassy.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Well done.
Gifted 50,
Whoa.
Jordan. Come
Before you get
on.
too excited about those, they're from Argentina.
Woo. Oh, they're from Argentina.
Those are Argentina.
I swallow cum.
I can't get enough dicks in my butt.
Penis wrinkle.
With the conversion rate, it's actually 6 memberships. But thank you. Thank you. Guys, I just got here. When is the court date? Douglas, we'll keep you posted. Dave Daffler, I do hear that dripping noise. Definitely coming from Levy's mic. Glad he fixed his smoke detector. Dave, it can't just be us. Shake my head. Ronnie Munn Jr., aka Erection, that dripping is driving me nuts. I know it's not just us. Look at these guys having fun over here. Scorpio is muttering Jay and got John fired. I heard that. Lawsuit pending. Born Wrong, Bible Chapter 1. John Melendez is my father. Thank you. The pants were inside out on the floor from pulling them off while laying on the couch drunk the night before. I did that once with yoga pants.
Another good theory.
So did Zenhauser.
What was America like when Levy was young? Ryan wants to
It
know.
was amazing. It was woods everywhere.
No IRS, no Federal Reserve.
Nothing.
Nothing. Just horses and people. Can't wait to see you guys in Huntington Beach, California. Thank you, Wichita Lineman. You know, John said he's going to come out to this show. So we're hoping. We're excited.
Wow, John and Shuli could cancel the same night.
Oh my God! Can you imagine that?
That potato don't give up.
Is it a school night?
No, it's a weekend.
Okay.
So he is free.
All right, good.
He'll be my stand-in if I don't make it. John started the week also saying that he was buying a place in South America.
Yes.
I wanted to bring that up because
let's talk about that.
Buenos dias, Juan. El Amanda. I don't know.
Now, there's been some controversy whether it's South or Central America.
Sure. Well, even before we can get to that controversy, Cardiff, turns out a couple days later, not moving out there because get ready for this, bugs on the beach.
Yeah.
Yes. So then he decided maybe what was he saying? Costa Rica isn't the spot. Maybe France is where he should go.
But let's talk about this. I know John's trolling or whatever. He's talking about buying a house in South America or Costa Rica. There's only one person I know who moved south of the border. That's Ethan Ralph. And Ethan Ralph, if you know who that little cow is very similar to Stuttering John. He's addicted to alcohol and drugs and also has baby mamas who never want to talk to him ever again. So that's not a good brag. My point is, when people move from LA to South America, it's not because life is going well.
Right, absolutely.
It's always the other way around. You want to get out of Costa Rica and get to LA. It's really the way you want to go.
But can you imagine? It took him 4 connections to get to Atlantic City. How long is that flight going to be at Costa Rica?
He's going to be flying for a year.
He's like, I gotta swim for a week and a half. Then the boat's taking me.
There's no traffic. There's a line of people going into America, but he's the only person going out of America into South America.
Typical John fashion, absolutely.
Where are you guys going?
Idiots. John is so brain dead, he should rename his show to The Talking Dead.
Nice.
Hello.
But okay, so why is that? Because John was saying before, and I called him out on this. John was saying he was looking to buy another property either this year or next, and he was going to buy another house. You know, he can afford all these houses. He's so rich, he just wants to buy houses. So then he turns it into South America, and then I guess yesterday France. So now, so now it's just all fake. It's so stupid, and everything John says is fake and stupid. But now it's going to get so over the top. You're just like, okay, I'm not even watching this for fun anymore.
Yeah, I like maybe Narnia. I was looking at Narnia. Yeah, some nice.
I've heard Middle Earth is pretty nice this time of year.
And let's
live with the hobbits.
Let's not forget, he waits till record high mortgage rates to start taking mortgages all over the world.
Yeah,
well, you don't have a real estate license, do you?
In 2 years, or about 2 years, or a little less, you're going to be able to buy the house that he bought for half the price. There's no doubt. It's just a fact.
Don't say that around Karl.
I hope not.
Well, not on your block.
No, you're one of the good ones. You're one of the good ones.
It looks good on you, though.
It's a fact.
So he made a couple interesting statements earlier this week too, as well. Actually, I think last night was somebody asked him, "How does your ring still fit your finger if you got it, when you graduated, 40 years ago?" And he goes, "What do you think? You gained weight in your fingers?" And then just starts laughing hysterically, like he's insane.
And then he goes, "What is my dick fatter? Or my balls fatter?"
Yeah, my toes.
He's so stupid.
Yeah, but there's a claim I saw today on Dabblers that he dropped out. This is their theory. He dropped out And when his dad passed, he took his ring.
That's very possible.
At the
Off
funeral.
his dead corpse.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that your fingers get fatter. Big J Okerson actually grew so fat that his gloves fell apart.
Exactly.
I like that one.
Thank
That was
you.
good.
Yeah.
It wasn't a
John
great
said-
delivery, but
Hold
John-
on to that, Taps.
All
That
right.
was a good
John
one.
said, "Don't close that coffin. I need to get some." You think that's
Right,
what happened?
Yeah.
Puts
obviously
his
your
finger in
your-
his mouth and pulls it off with his teeth.
Obviously, your hand gets fatter when you wear a ring. Guys, check your wife's hands. See-
Yeah,
Yeah, when it's open casket, John brings along a bag with him.
he's got one of those metal detector
A swag bag.
Yeah.
Swag bag.
I can't help it. I'm Puerto Rican.
You don't need these underwears.
It's
Right.
hereditary.
I think Cardiff's right. He'd turn around and go, "Then don't invite me to funerals." Like they're the asshole.
Hey, where'd John go? He's sucking on his dad's dead finger trying to get the ring off.
The trial
You
would,
would- I know you would put butter on it.
oh yeah.
I'd use your straw, fuckface.
The trial would look like the Seinfeld finale with all the misfit
Yeah.
characters
Yes,
over the years.
right.
That's hilarious.
It would be
But
the
it would be
worst thing
funnier.
that can happen to this country.
That's perfect.
That's genius.
Nice
That's
jacket,
genius.
Carl.
I love it.
Yeah.
Available
Chris.
March 22nd, WATPlive.com. Come see us in Largo, Florida. We'll be down there. We're doing a theater with ROTC. Cardiff will be there. Live show. WATPlive.com for tickets.
And while we're plugging bsshowlive.com, we also have some shows, some comedy shows out in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, March 29th. Governors in Long Island, March 30th. And then May 17th and 18th, big weekend out in Huntington Beach, California. 4 shows, early shows comedy, late shows live Rico. Come on out. Let's get some fucking action out in Huntington
And join
Beach.
Levyverse. We're only looking for the best 200 people out there. So
Thank you.
We're
And
almost
shout
at
out
the
Mint
limit.
Mobile.
And mintmobile.com/Shuli. Get premium wireless service for just $15 a month. Thank you.
And
Carlson, come get tickets March 9th. So we're
Yes.
surfing live.
Subreddit surfing.
Where is that at?
I'm considering a Cardiff Electric boycott. If we don't sell, like Major League Baseball, if we don't sell out March the 9th, you won't see me March the 22nd. In fact, I may shut down the entire show March 22nd.
This is as convoluted as John suing Vince to sue
Yes,
me.
exactly.
I have nothing to do with it. I can't sell you more tickets.
You heard the challenge. Make it happen.
Yes.
Substitute high school chemistry teacher sells sweet gas on the side, breaking badly. I love that. Sweet hair. John filed paperwork with Bob's hairstylist, so it takes 2 weeks. Got it.
Hold on, I'm setting my Google News alerts to high school chemistry lab explosion. Stand by.
Scorpio, does he drink at a bar with Bond villains? Yes, he does. Karl, do you have hair plugs? Nice. How much?
Oh, that'll be the next rumor now. Can you believe he dyed his wig?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
for
did?
Sure. Bronx should get a raise. All right, this guy.
Normally that guy's trolling us, but I think he's being sincere
He's
there.
no, he's still trolling.
No, he fell.
Hey,
Breaking news. Beep, 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 beep,
What?
beep, 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 beep. Breaking news.
What do you got?
Guess who has almost 2,000 people watching him live right now?
Who, us?
No, Kevin Brennan.
Wow, crushing
Damn.
it, KB.
Wow.
Crushing it. That's what it's come down to.
I
You
didn't
got it.
buy him.
Send
I just
me the
happen
link,
to have
Adam.
a few more than you guys. It's not on purpose.
Yeah. Wow.
Gotta
Tell
get on
Adam
that
to send
show.
us the link while I go over there.
Yeah.
I got to promote this live show.
I'm seriously considering going to the Huntington Beach show, but I'm going to an indie wrestling show the night before. Decision.
Oh, you can do both.
Yeah, do
but-
both. What, are you going to
It's 2
wrestle?
nights. There's 2 nights, so you can skip one and then go to second one. Have a day off.
And Bob's going to beat the shit out of Mike there at our shows too, so it'll be fun. You get wrestling in both. A house in South America. I thought you said Nicaragua.
Oh,
Well,
say that
he-
slow.
More like Nogaragua.
And we have the potato take a turn starring in the Tonight Show with Kate Leno. Yeah, we've
Danny
been
Broke,
doing,
thanks for $1 Hyatt.
been doing the Kate Leno
You want to do
show.
the Kate Leno impression,
I will-
Cardiff?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Carl. Hey.
No, I don't do Leno.
Oh,
You
hello.
don't do
My name is Kate Meady. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
put it back
shit.
up.
Damn it.
Put it
Ah,
back
damn
up. What's wrong with you?
Hey, hello. I'm Kate Meady. Chocolate or vanilla?
You gonna let him
Welcome to
do
the
that?
stream, Kate Meany.
Hey, we got an all-star panel here. We got a potato. We got a fat guy. We got a guy with blonde. Am I high out of my mind on coke? Tune in right after this break to find out.
Coming up next, Hootie and the Blowfish. Speaking of blow,
How stupid.
thank you.
What happened? Where are we? Oh, here we go. Sing The House Next Door to Me's been sold to a Melendez.
Okay, he wants you to sing The House Next.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know the song, but
Well, then why are you directing me to sing a
no,
song?
because
that
he's
you
telling you
know?
sing.
The house next door to me's been sold to a Melendez.
Yeah, let the guy with a
They
band sing.
claim to be white Indians from the plains.
I like it. Mike, do that. Thank you, Johnson. You forgot, Stuttering John isn't on the mortgages. He just puts massive down payments, which is the dumbest thing to do financially. So another lie for Stuttering John. I see you shaking your potato head. Yes, Carter.
Yes, John's retarded.
Thank you. Thank you. I was going to ask you to elaborate. Perfect. John got kicked out of the Friars for not paying quarterly dues. He's the real deal. No dues. Hey-ya! Johnny Russo, loving your chats on John.
Yeah, I love Johnny Russo on there.
Yes.
And yeah, only John can be proud of himself for not making payments to something. He's the best.
I love that they go, you didn't pay. And he goes, no, I just quit. He goes, I didn't not pay. I just quit. And one of the ways you quit is by not paying anymore.
Yeah.
This guy lives in a toilet.
Stop paying your ex-wife.
Yep.
Yeah,
Stop paying
exactly.
Mortgage.
This guy lives in a toilet and he's worried about bugs.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, Bob.
No.
Thank you, Arnold.
Cricket.
Frog was right. I'm in Argentina right now touring South America for John and scoping out property for him to buy. Best I've been able to find so far within his budget is a lovely 5x5 foot crab shack built originally in 1901. Jordan, you're the best, man. Thank you. All right. Well, listen, I mean,
Smell better than his current place.
It really would. We're caught up over here. Is there anything else you guys want to address before we get out of here? You've still heard nothing, Karl, since we've been on, as far as any lawsuit?
Let me check my phone. Maybe, I mean, Vince has my number, so if he's going to sue me, I would think he would shoot me a heads up or something, right?
Yeah, and maybe, is there anything on John's Twitter, Frog? Can we check that?
Yeah, let's check that.
I mean, there's got to be something, right? Got to be doing something. Is
Oh,
there
no.
a
I did get a text from Phil Elmore saying that I just made the list.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Phil.
Uh-oh.
I'm just insulted that you text Phil Elmore. Ugh.
Yeah, look who's getting jelly over there.
Ah,
You little
listen, he had
jelly.
his chance and he just left me.
Wow.
Oh,
Look, he's got
nice.
the book.
Shuli.
I miss
Yes.
There you
Phil.
go. Ooh, I like that.
What?
So
Show it
his
again.
last tweet was 7 hours ago about our
Flashlight
Patreon.
fighting. I love that.
Say it again,
hey,
Frog. Sorry.
can I borrow that when you're done, please?
yeah, when I'm done reading it.
Sorry, Frog. Go ahead, Bubba.
His last tweet was 7 hours ago, and it was about our Patreon number. So I would expect we hear a tweet from him within the next hour, right? Since a work day is 8 hours, he's probably about to get out of school.
And no show
Well,
scheduled, so
It could be, there could be lab. You know, it is chemistry.
Lab.
no child left behind. I'm doing the after school program.
Yeah, he could be coaching a team. He is an
Yeah.
athlete.
Well, listen, we will all await and see what John has to say. And as John would say, stay tuned for an emergency show because, you know,
Stay
we're all.
tuned for an emergency show.
Oh,
Thank
Tom
you, John.
Gully said that John will be going live at 6:30.
Okay,
Stay tuned for an emergency show.
6:30 East.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. I wonder who do you think his guest will be? Vince.
Yeah, who do you think?
Yeah.
He only has one guest these days.
Exactly. Guys, let's go around the horn and plug, please. Cardiff, if you don't mind. Let everybody know where they can go and what they can see.
CarlsonComedy.com. Get tickets for Saturday, March the 9th, Subreddit Surfing Live, and Cardiff Electric on YouTube, Subreddit Surfing on YouTube, and Potato Soup Sunday night tomorrow, Tuki's channel. I don't know what else I'm doing. I'm all over the place.
Hey, man. It's the Lifetime Achievement Dabbler Award winner right there, Cardiff Electric. Love that.
Oh, yeah, Stut John Con is coming up soon. I'll start plugging that after this Subreddit show's done.
You got it. Karl?
So Cardiff's going to be in Rochester on March 9th for the big show that's happening.
Yeah.
And it's also happens to be the 500th episode of Who Are These Podcasts?
Wow.
Congratulations.
Saturday, thank you. Saturday, March 9th. So that'll be a fun one. And I think, Cardiff, you're going to be on there from the Carlson, right?
From the Carlson, yes.
Yes. Are we going to get to
I have to mop the floor.
Are we going to get to see the new getup that you have for the live show?
Sorry, Karl. I'm saving that for Subreddit Surfing Live, Saturday, March 9th.
Wow.
Get your tickets on CarlsonComedy.com.
Let's just say Cardiff's not going to be Spider-Man this time.
Wow.
Cardiff's got a whole new thing going on.
I've seen it. You've seen it?
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So looking forward to that. But yeah, we're doing a live show tomorrow. When I say live show, you can watch us do the WTP live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're a member on YouTube or our Patreon, you get the unlisted link for that. And looking forward to the 500th episode a week from tomorrow.
Bobby, anything you want to throw in there, pal?
Join the Levyverse on YouTube, PCL Live, and thank you guys for coming by.
Yeah. Zenny?
Me and Mike Morse are going to start our own podcast where we take our shirts off called Whiter Shade of Pale. It's going to be debuting in May. But other than that, just hanging out with you guys.
Chrysler's going to send you a C&D on that one.
Oh, yeah. What were you saying? You're closing out? Anything real
No,
quick?
we're just check me out on the BS show and the Uncle Rico show.
Thank you, pal. Fun show, guys. Emergency show tonight. Korean Idol, Shuli Ju. Probably. We'll see. That's why you got to hit the notification button so you know if we are jumping on live. Reels closing it out with a dime.
I swallow cum.
Thank me.
I'm
Thanks a
almost
lot,
always
Karl.
Hey, you guys are the best. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, supporting this wacky dabbleverse. Photoshop Stut Joe stepping on a rake.
Oh,
Done.
that's
The
good
boys
idea,
are on
yeah.
it. I love that.
Actually, I think you did that already.
Yeah. Listen,
I think you've done that.
Yeah.
have we?
I think I've seen
so.
that before.
All right, listen. We'll do it again. We'll do it live. Fuck
Season
it.
4. We'll bring
Thank
back
you,
the
everybody.
Fucking thing sucks.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.